What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am back. Yep, that's right. I took a week off YouTube. I apologize. A lot of people were messaging saying, Mike, where are the fucking videos? Sorry, last week was a busy week. I got called in last minute to commentate the pay-per-view at the weekend, which is always an honor, even if it was under very dubious circumstances with Daniel Cormier's mother sadly passing away. Once again, my condolences, brother. And then I had to do the Joe Rogan podcast. I had to do interviews with Masvidal and Covington for BT Sport. I had to do the Wayne Show Friday morning for the UFC. And then, of course, commentary on the Saturday. So you put all that together, there was no time to do the videos. And I wasn't here. I was there. But still, you don't care. So let's push on. Okay, talking of the commentary, talking of the pay-per-view, UFC 272. I got to stop rhyming. Oh, the God timing. Oh, my God, what am I doing? Stop it. Edit that bit out, please. Anyway, right, listen. Colby Covington, Jorge Masvidal. Big grudge match. We know that. They hated each other. They used to be best friends. Blah, 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 blah. Masvidal, I don't want to say I was concerned going into that, but I felt like his energy wasn't the way it normally is. Okay? And that could be for a number of reasons. It could be because maybe he's just getting older, you know, and like he's calming down with the theatrics. Maybe it's because he got knocked out against Kamaru Usman in his last fight, and that's always hard to come back from. Or maybe it's because he knew that this was one hell of a motherfucking tough fight, and maybe he knew that maybe he had a really hard chance of winning this fight. Look, listen, he trained with Colby. Colby's the better wrestler. Jorge said at 155 he used to throw me around. 170 wasn't as simple as that, but just by saying that, if you dissect that information, that sounds like Colby used to regularly out-wrestle Masvidal, which is fine, because he's not a wrestler, he's a striker, he's a mixed martial artist. And as we saw on fight night, that's essentially what happened. You know, that's essentially what happened. Colby went forward, backed him up to the fence every single time, went for the takedown, got it most of the time. Jorge did a really, really good job of defending. Listen, let me tell you, Colby Covington is very good. He's a strong guy. He's a wrestler. He's got endless cardio. He can push a crazy pace. And he came close in that first round to locking in the rear naked choke. Masvidal did a good job. It's not easy to do that. It's not easy to go 5 rounds with a good guy trying to choke you out and to stop that. Okay, he defended it technically. One of the things kept lifting the threatening arm over the head. If this arm here is trying to choke you out, if you get 2 hands on one, baseball grip they call it, you get 2 hands on one, you lift that over your head, this arm here then comes over to this side, so it's like that, but it's the other way around, not like that. You lift it over, there's no choke. So he was doing that a lot. He was defending himself. He was doing a good job. On the feet, Colby probably had the best moments, although in round 4 we know what happened there. Boom, hook, smashed the chin, the jaw, the neck, right to the side. Dropped Colby. But because Colby is in such great shape, Colby got right back to his feet. What does that have to do with it? I hear you say. Listen, let me tell you. My experience, my coach's experience, everyone I've trained with, they will all tell you the same thing. The better shape you are in, the quicker you recover from a punch. Not if you get knocked out. If you get knocked out, that's it. You're short-circuited, you're gone, you're done, you're fast asleep. Doesn't matter. But if you get dropped for some reason, and I don't know the science behind it, and maybe one of you people do, tell me in the comments down below. Oh, and subscribe and ring the bell, please. Haven't said that one for a while. Yeah, the better shape you're in when you get caught, you can just recover quickly. You can just recover better. And that's what we saw. He dropped, he went to one knee, but boom, he pops right back up and went right back to applying the pressure on Jorge Masvidal. So there was no surprise, you know. At the end of that fight, it was 50-45 on most scorecards. Maybe it was 49-45 on one and 50-44 on another, something like that. Colby Covington won the fight. I mean, that was clearly obvious. We knew this. Masvidal had a bad night at the office. Sometimes that happens. Colby Covington had a great night at the office. So well done to Colby Covington. All right, rockauto.com is where you want to go if you are looking for car parts. They have been in business for over 20 years. And that's because they literally have every single kind of car part that you need at the best possible prices. Okay, you go to rockauto.com. There's no storefront marked up prices. There's no guy trying to sell you something that you don't need. It's just literally every single car part that you could ever want at the best possible prices. That's why they've been in business for 20 years. RockAuto.com is the website you want to go to if you like to mess around with your car. If you fix an engine, if you tinker with a car, RockAuto.com, that's where you want to go. Or click the link in the episode description down below. Now, this video isn't to tell you all about the fight. You saw the fight, you know about the fight by now. By the time this comes out, it's Tuesday morning. So good morning wherever you are in the world, or good afternoon. We're going to talk about what's next for these people. Because, of course, they all want to fight for the belt. But they just did that. Both of them fought Kamaru twice each and lost both times. And then both of them got knocked out in their second fight. Or first fight for Colby, second fight for Masvidal. TKO for Colby anyway. So he wants to fight for the belt, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. Now, Dana White did say at the post-fight press conference, look, if Colby keeps winning, then eventually he's going to fight Kamaru Usman again. And he will. You know, Kamaru is lapping people. You know, he's looking for new talent and the new competition. But if Colby Covington continues to win fights, then he'll fight Kamaru Usman. But I don't think that should be anytime soon. I just don't. He just fought him twice with Tyron Woodley in the middle. You know, what he needs to do now is basically defend his position as the number 2 welterweight on the planet. The reason I say that is because, and I'm not talking shit about Colby, he's a tremendous fighter and he's had a great career, and he gave Kamaru a good fight last time out. He really did, and congratulations on a great performance at the weekend. But he beat Jorge. He was coming off losses to Kamaru. Prior to that, he beat Robbie Lawler. You know, Robbie Lawler, you know, with respect, kind of, his best days are behind him. Who else is there? Rafael Dos Anjos, that was a good win. Rafael Dos Anjos moved up from lightweight to welterweight, and that was for the interim belt, but Dos Anjos is a smaller guy. Damian Maia, you know, Damian Maia again, you know, I think he's retired now, isn't he? So you see what I'm saying. But when you look at the welterweight rankings, there's a lot of names on there that Colby hasn't fought. Now, we know Colby, after the fight, called out Dustin Poirier, called him out on the microphone, called him out in the press conference, called him out in every which way you can. And you might say, wow, this is great, another grudge match, because Dustin Poirier said about Colby, said, it's on site when I see you. So I understand Colby's pissed at that. Colby's like, you what, motherfucker, it's on site? All right then, well, let's go. We're going to fight, simple as that. So yeah, he's offended, he's pissed off. He's like, you're going to go around say those kind of words, you better be man enough to fight me in the octagon. So I get that from Colby. And of course, from the UFC's perspective, from the fans' perspective, from a business perspective, it makes a lot of sense, because Dustin Poirier wants to fight at 170. He was talking about Nate Diaz at 170, and they don't like one another. Dustin's a big star, just lost his lightweight title fight, moving up to 170 might be in his future. So in that regard, it makes a lot of sense, because it's a fun fight. It's a good stylistic matchup, and they're both big stars. However, the reality is that Dustin Poirier is a lightweight. That's my only issue with it. I would enjoy the fight. I would enjoy watching them two fight. But he's a lightweight. And that is an issue for me. So he's the number 2 welterweight on the planet. I mean, if you look at the UFC rankings, there is a lot of people on there that is yet to fight. Obviously, Kamaru's the champ, Covington at 1. 2, whichever way you want to call it. Then it's Gilbert Burns, hasn't fought him. Sure enough, Gilbert Burns is fighting Khamzat Chimaev in April. He's out in Las Vegas. I was with him Friday night. Khamzat is out of his mind. I was with him Friday and Saturday night. I was with Darren Till and Khamzat. We got a video coming up on that one, let me tell you. But still, Khamzat's fighting Gilbert Burns. He's yet to fight either one of those two. Maybe the winner of that one. If he beats the winner of that one, maybe another shot. Vicente Luque. Vicente Luque is one of the top guys. He's ranked number 4. That would be a great fight for Colby Covington. That would be a fun fight. Belal Muhammad. That'd be interesting. They're both wrestlers. They both rely heavily on their grappling. That would be a good test. Jorge Masvidal just beat Stephen Thompson. Colby hasn't fought him. Neil Magny, Sean Brady, Michael Chiesa at 10. So the point that I'm making is that Colby has a lot of people yet in his own division that he needs to fight. So calling out Dustin Poirier for me isn't the one, although it would be a fun fight and I would like it. My shout, Colby Covington versus Vicente Luque. What a fight that would be. Is Vicente booked? Not to my knowledge. So anyway, there you go, everybody. Hope you're all well. Hope you enjoyed the pay-per-view. Apologies one more time for the absence last week. But yeah, very, very busy. Make no mistake, I'm coming back with the videos each and every goddamn day. So make sure you subscribe and ring the bell. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'll see you later.